I'm David Shearer. I'm the Education and Skills Manager here at Canterbury Development Corporation. My role is the interface between the employment community and the education community. Canterbury's skill shortages are enormous, and I guess the great opportunity here is there is a job for everyone. Where the real demand is for people to work in the rebuild, so certainly in the construction space there's huge demand there. Thinking at the moment that employment growth over the last year in that area has been about 45% increased roles. But there's the greatest amount of growth really is in the underlying economy or support sectors, so the technology sector, manufacturing sectors, health sectors, agriculture, across the board in the region. The forecasting that's been done is showing that there'd been probably expected about an additional 15,000 new jobs in Canterbury because of the recovery, and then an additional 15,000 other new roles in other sectors, and that growth is needing people who've got NCA level 2 at least, who have got the aptitude and the employability skills that employers are after. So in that sense, when you're asked the question about what are you passionate about, what are you interested about, you can say, hey, look, I love making stuff. I'm really creative. I like working in computers. I like working with numbers. I'm a builder. I love art. You know what you're passionate about because that's what an employer will employ you on. Also, being able to show that you are keen and willing to learn and continue to learn. So in that sense, that you realise that because you're just leaving school or tertiary or university doesn't the end of your education. It's going to continue, and your willingness to learn and to try new things and to test. And the other key skills that employers are looking for in employability is indeed that teamwork. So you know how to work in a team, you know that you're part of something bigger than yourself, and being able to evidence and say, hey, look, this is when I worked in a team. I was part of a school group that did this particular project. I'm in a sports team. In my church group I do this. Whatever they are, being able to evidence those as examples of teamwork, of passion, of creativity. Get into it early. Get into the code clubs. Ask at school about how can I do coding, how can I do creative design, computer engineering or otherwise. How can I be involved in ag and go out and see what it's like to be in a farm, to work in a processing factory, to see what research and development is. How can I be part of that? And just schools are the places to go to ask for it. So yeah, so the demand is going to change, and that's where people have to be adaptable. Again, it comes back to my point beforehand that you can't have the same. You can't expect to be doing the same job in 10 years as you're doing now. It's probably going to change 3 times.